Hey you guys, it's me Kai and I'm back with another video. Make sure to support a girl, hit me up on Instagram at pretty1234me and make sure you subscribe to my channel for future content. So as you already know, I'm going to be featuring this look you see me rocking here today. All of the eyeshadows are from my Viseart Grande Pro eyeshadow palette. Well, they don't call it an eyeshadow palette, they call it a pigment palette because these colors are not solely limited to your eyes, but you can use them on your cheeks, you can use them to contour your face, you can use them for your brows, so on and so forth. Also, they call it a pigment palette because the colors here come with a punch. The colors that I use today are all from this row right here in the palette. At a later date, after I play around with these colors a lot more, I'm going to be posting a review, but in the meantime, I wanted to go ahead and put this out there for those of you who want to see how the eyeshadow performs, and obviously beautifully. Other things I'll quickly tell you, and I know I just said this is not a review, but I've actually tried these colors out and about without eyeshadow primer. They work very well. The colors blend amazingly. They build on top of each other beautifully. I'm still trying to find the words to properly explain what the heck I'm trying to say, but obviously it's very favorable, but I'm not recommending it yet. I need to spend more time playing with it. If you have any questions about this palette that I can answer, maybe things that I can consider while I'm experimenting with this, please let me know below, and when I come back with maybe future tutorials and or that review, I'll try and incorporate any inquiries you may have. All right, you guys, as always, thank you for watching. Bye.
Observe, darlings, observe how little color gives so much punch. So I'm pretty impressed with the pigmentation in this palette so far. But the reason why I'm not recommending it yet, you guys, is because I haven't used all of the rows yet for color. But so far, the 2 or 3 that I've used, I really quite like. And I know some people have talked about how too many light shades are in the palette. I don't think they're meant to be used as columns, but more as rows, because each row is a color story. And so if you look at it that way, I think it gives you more opportunities to use the colors, more versatility as to what you can do with it. But anyway, neither here nor there. Guys, go ahead and enjoy. In the last couple of videos, I've been listing the brushes that I've been using for the most part, at least the Morphe ones since I have numbers. So these Morphe brushes that I'm using in this video, they don't have numbers to them, but they're all from the set 702. It's the 12-piece eye set, and I believe it's $29, but I'm gonna let you know right now, I don't necessarily recommend the brushes. I think it deposits the color well. It's just a little too rough for my tired eyes. But as you can see, they work very well. And to go even further, to be really specific with the brushes that I don't like in the sets, they're the ones with the white hairs. The ones with the white hairs tend to be more prickly and feeling. The ones with the black hairs in the set, I don't seem to have any problems with them at all. So I am virtually applying this color with my eye closed and onto my lower lash line. I'm just trusting that the pigmentation won't do me wrong. You guys, I know I've been complaining about my eyes, but it is juniper season here in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I'm not here for it. So I'm trying to avoid any little bit of powder getting in my eye. But to be honest, there's very little fallout with this palette, but that's why I'm doing that. I know it looks silly, but check out the pigment, guys. And what a beautiful color. Every color in that particular column guide, that is the Intensify column. And so I really did want to intensify the look by adding some of this purple, and as you can see, it's beautiful. And you guys, I must say, in person it's even more vivid. Just very beautiful colors. I rely heavily on whatever powder foundation I have lying around when I don't have a transition eyeshadow. A really good transition eyeshadow for me has been Texture by MAC, so I ordered a new one, still in the mail. But in the interim, I like to use this Kat Von D powder. It's since been discontinued. I think I've purchased every one that I can find at my local Sephora, but that's the reason or story behind that, and you'll see me do that often. So here I'm just going back into some of the colors and adding for more pop. I went into the vivid purple. I'm adding more of that to the outer third-ish area of my eye. But that's all I'm doing. You're just going to see me go back and forth between the various colors till I think it's complete. So you guys did not see me applying my foundation, but today I'm wearing the Morphe foundation. I just went through a pretty rough breakout session, so I wanted to wear a matte foundation because that's just going to help kind of cover it, even though you can see it very much so. But that's why I wanted to go ahead and also use the Pro Filter setting powder, and I think that those two partnered together work very, very well, you guys. Alright, in the spirit of matte foundation and a matte eyeshadow palette, we're going to go ahead and stick with beautiful matte lips. I'm going to be using Frappe. This is the liquid lipstick from Colored Rain. They have beautiful colors. And right here with my finger, I'm just going to kind of blend it in with the lip liner, go back and forth till I get the kind of like the gradient look that I'm looking for.
Fun fact, so I'm in a room right now where natural sunlight is actually hitting me, well, indirectly, but the natural sunlight is in front of me. These colors are so beautiful and pigmented. The first time I used it, I was inside of my dim, dull, yellow lit bathroom, and I really could not see how pigmented these colors were. Same thing, in the morning before I went to work, I created this blue eyeshadow look, and to me it looked dull when I left the house. I was a little disappointed. all day long. I got compliments at work about how vivid the colors were. So if you have this palette and you're nonplussed by the color payout, it might be, if it's anything like my experience, that you're just in poor lighting, indoor lighting. But I wanted to throw that out there because that was an initial frustration for me. And so I'm gonna kind of continue to play around with it in daytime settings before I complete my thoughts on this palette as to whether or not I'd like to recommend it to you guys for consideration. All right, as always, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Man, you guys, this one hit home today. Don't throw your pearls to pigs. You know, I was talking to one of the leaders in my organization, and I was just kind of, it was heartfelt because I felt like I invest so much of me in the people that I work with, and I just want their best. And it hurts my feelings when they take it for granted and there's no value in what I've invested in them, like they don't care. And this person had told me that not everyone is salvageable. And granted, we're talking about workplace environment, people's quality of work. But when I read this passage, it reminded me of, you know, of this recent conversation. So I need to learn to figure out how to balance it all, right? You know, I need to learn when to pull back. But anyway, I hope you guys appreciate these little verses that I share at the end of my videos now. Usually it has something to do with my life, but I always know I'm never in it alone. We're all in it together, so someone's going to relate to what I'm sharing. All right, you guys, as always, thanks for watching. Bye.